thought we'd show you our property.
Got one.
Don't be jealous. But
Lots to be jelly over.
you can see in this clip that the cabin is just one big open room right now. But if you look at this floor plan, you can see how we want to divide it up. We want to have a bathroom and a bedroom in the back part of the house. And there'll be a loft over the top of that, which will be the area for Lucas where he will sleep, or guests, or whoever. In addition, we want to have an Arctic entry on the front. And that's for a couple of reasons. One, to keep all of our heat in the house during the wintertime whenever we come in. But also so that we have a storage area to hold our water tank and all of our supplies. There wasn't a whole lot left to pull out of the house because I guess our neighbors and whoever else happened upon the property decided to take all of the insulation and drywall for us. But they did leave some stuff, and there was a bunch of tile on the floor, some random pieces of insulation and random pieces of drywall that we had to start taking out. So the demoing was Lucas's favorite part. He loved being able to tear stuff up and tear stuff out of the house. I think he was surprised by the fact that we weren't saying, Lucas, stop tearing that up, or Lucas, you're going to tear that up. And instead we were saying, hey, Lucas, tear this up for us. Take this out of here. And he loved all of that, except the cleanup. We have reached the part of demo that Lucas does not like.
I'm gonna like it over there. Cleanup.
The cleanup part of the demo. That's okay. I don't like it either. After the cleanup, our next step was to start figuring out the measurements for our walls and planning where we wanted to put our windows. So Andy worked on that diligently every night, and then we began to construct our first wall. Andy's really the only one that has construction experience out of all of us. So he's having to work and teach us as he goes. But he's doing a good job at teaching us. And he actually taught Lucas how to read a tape measure the other day. And I'm not going to lie, he had to teach me how to read a tape measure too. Lucas is really learning a lot. And I hope that these are skills that he's able to take with him in his adult life and use. And I really hope that these are fond memories that he looks back on. And maybe one day he'll bring his own kids, our grandkids, up here to this cabin and spend time with them and be able to tell them stories about how he learned to build up here and the first summer that we spent together in Alaska working on this cabin.
You're hitting down on it. That's why the nail head's going down.
We got the first interior wall built and stood in place and nailed in pretty quickly. But the next two walls required us to insert pocket doors and frame out pocket doors. And we didn't really have a lot of experience with that, so it required us to remeasure multiple times. Okay, so Andy built this wall to hold this pocket door. And when we built it, we did like a rough measurement, but we stood the pocket door up and built the frame around the pocket door, and it took forever.
I don't know that I would call it forever. Can you rotate?
No. And when we got finished, there was a huge gap right here.
Huge by the count of about in between an eighth and a quarter.
An eighth. Anyway, so with all of my construction experience,
So 3/16 off.
because I just learned how to read a tape measure, I said, let me do this wall.
Let me just build this whole frame.
So I measured everything out.
That's not part of the frame.
No.
That's just extra wood.
Oh. Yeah, this is a kit. This pocket door is a kit. So I built the frame, measured everything out to fit this pocket door.
But she didn't measure that door. She measured that door.
And I measured off this door because I thought they would be the same. Come to find out, valuable lesson learned, they're not. So you need to measure whatever it is that's actually going in there.
Shocker.
And then second lesson learned.
You need to measure what you're actually going to use.
The house isn't square. It's close.
Yeah, it's off a little.
But it's off.
It's off by like a 1/4 inch.
It's a little bit more than that. But I built it square. And whenever you build it square, but the house isn't square, it didn't
She
fit.
did do a good job building it square.
So, because it didn't fit, we spent about double the time that it took to build this one.
Half a day.
To fix my mistakes.
Reframing.
On this one.
But it looks good.
So, we finally have our walls up.
Let me see here.
We have our bedroom.
Show them pocket doors, baby. Ooh, girl.
And the bathroom.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not putting pocket doors in our Mitchell County house.
And, let's see if I can zoom it out a little bit. Oh, there's the zoom works. And we got all of our ceiling joists in on that one.
I already showed that.
We just gotta get some thicker plywood because I got too thin plywood. Got 1/2 inch, we need 3/4.
All right.
Getting there. Can't beat it once. Look, dang, my thumb is crooked. Look at that thing. Yeehaw.
After the walls, it was time to start building the loft. Getting the wood for our loft. Lucas is playing Mario Kart.
Andy's loading the wood by himself.
Andy's loading the wood by himself. Here at Lowe's. All right, I guess that's my cue to help.
Yep. I ain't going anywhere.
Getting the floor in. So this is the loft area. And Andy can stand up all the way in here, so it's pretty tall on that end. Obviously, it gets a little bit shorter. Over here. But we're getting the floor down. Yay. Yay. Lucas is excited because this is his bedroom. Lucas working to screw in his floorboards. How's it going, bud? One left. And then Lucas's entire bedroom floor is done. Woo woo.
I'm gonna tase you.
All right, here's what we've been up to today. Hope you can hear me over the generator. Just ran the battery's dead. But as you can see, we got the pocket doors in. All the frames in. And we have a floor. Megan's literally putting the last screws in right now. Make sure I don't fall off this ladder. Hang on a minute, might get a little shaky. Megan and Luke are putting the last screws in. Put our floor in. This will be Luke's room. You can kind of see the back side of the house. Well, technically the front. There's our front door, but it'll be over here. Looks a lot bigger when you're up here. Is it dead? Hey, look at me real quick.
Okay.
Had fun? Putting this floor / roof in?
I mean, fun might be a strong word, but I'm glad it's finished.
It looks good. Give me a couple minutes, I'll have another battery for you. Alright.
With all of the interior rooms completed, including mine and Andy's room, the bathroom, and the loft, it's time for us to move on and start putting in windows. And since neither one of us have done that before, I'm sure it's going to be awesome.